find the derivatives, we will use the quotient rule to find the derivatives of these functions. So the first example, we will let the top equal to 3x minus 8, and then the bottom is 6x plus 5. After that, we can take the derivatives. 3x minus 8 derivative is 3. 6x plus 5 derivative is 6. Now we check derivative of a product. I mean the quotient. Derivative now is the derivative of the quotient. The top divided by the bottom. We have the bottom, bottom derivative, the first derivative, second. So that's just like the product rule, except it has the minus sign, and also we have the bottom square at the bottom. Right. Now just put everything we have into that quotient rule. Um, Derivative of the top, that is 3, and then the bottom 6x plus 5. Subtract the top 3x minus 8, the bottom prime 6, all over the bottom square 6x plus 5. Usually on the quotient rule, we don't multiply out the denominator. We just leave 6x plus 5 square like that. Right. Now we multiply out 3 times 6x plus 5, 3 times 6x, 18x, 3 and 5, that's 15. Right. Next, have to be careful. We multiply out, but be mindful with this negative sign. So 3x times 6 is 18, but with the minus. So that will be negative 18x. 6 times negative 8 is negative 48 with an extra minus. That plus 48. And all over 6x plus 5 squared. Right? Now, on the top, 18x minus 18x cancel out. And we have just 15 and 48. So that is 63 over 6x plus 5 square. Right. So that is the first problem. Right. Next, we have also a quotient. So we're going to use the quotient rule. The top we will let equal to e to the x, and the bottom is x squared plus 1. Right. So the top is e to the x, the bottom x squared plus 1. We will take the derivative of the top, e to the x derivative is still e to the x. Derivative of the bottom x squared plus 1, derivative of x squared plus 1 is 2x. Right. And now the derivative of y is derivative of a quotient, top bottom derivative. Right. And then we just substitute everything we have into the formula. So we should have derivative of the top e to the x, the bottom x squared plus 1, subtract the top e to the x, the bottom 2x. I mean, derivative of the bottom is 2x. All right, and then over the bottom square, x squared plus 1 square. All right, this one we should multiply it out, but we can also do factoring. We have e to the x in common on both of this. We will factor out e to the x. So we should have just e to the x. If we factor out e to the x, we have x squared plus 1 and then minus 2x left, all over x squared plus 1 square. We could put x squared minus 2x plus 1 like in the decreasing order, but we're just going to leave it like that. And that's what we do in these problems.